broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology news of the week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host, Mike Raday, is in studio today. Are you okay there, Mike? You're coughing a little bit. You all right?
No.
No, okay. Well, Mike's not okay. All right. But he's still the award-winning author and our human behavior expert. Now, we're live streaming during our show on 6 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, LinkedIn, and now Kick and Rumble. So we encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/TechTime Radio. Go visit our new website, techtimeradio.com. It's got it all new, redesigned, but looking almost the same as the old. So if you like the old, you'll like the new. You can find out lots of information and subscribe to Patreon so you can help support us and tip us, right? We want to be tipped. Isn't that right, Mike?
Sure.
Okay, we are friends from different backgrounds, but bringing the best technology so possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, welcome to Tech Time Radio. Today on the show, we have Gwen back with our Gadgets and Gear segment and an AI that wants to be a real person. This is going to be an exciting subject, an AI that wants to be a real person.
Yay.
I just want to be a real boy, Pinocchio. And just think if Pinocchio was in today's version of AI.
People are good enough to understand that without you having to explain it to them.
Okay, you have to explain it. Thank you very much. I'm into explaining stuff right now. All right, there you go. All right. Of course, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week, and a possible Nathan nugget, and of course, our pick of the day whiskey tasting to see if our selected whiskey pick is 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up by the end of the show. But now it's time for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right. Tech billionaires seem to be doom prepping. Should we all be worried? What do you think, Mike? Should we be worried?
No.
Well, let's take a look at what Lisa Walker has for us.
In the quiet corners of Silicon Valley and beyond, beneath manicured lawns and glass-walled mansions, something unsettling is taking shape. Mark Zuckerberg, Reid Hoffman, Sam Altman, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk, titans of tech and architects of our digital future, have all invested in private bunkers. Not metaphorical ones, real, reinforced, survivalist-grade sanctuaries. Their fear? A world undone by nuclear war, climate collapse, or the very AI they helped unleash. What do they know that we don't? And why are the wealthiest minds on Earth preparing for a future that looks more like Fallout than Forbes? Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, this could almost be a movie intro. You like that? You like Lisa was building it up?
Sure.
So Zuckerberg is said to be working right now in his Hawaiian ranch, which spans 1,400 acres. It must be nice to be able to buy 1,400 acres in Hawaii. But right now he's working on a shelter that's complete with its own energy, food supply, and of course the carpenters and electricians working on the site are banned to talk about it. They signed non-disclosure agreements, but he's reportedly building over a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot, what he calls basement in the ground.
I don't know why that surprises you.
Okay, well, Reid Hoffman, the co-founder of LinkedIn, has talked about apocalypse insurance. So he says this is something about half of the super wealthy are looking to have, as previously claimed that he has this for New Zealand and popular destination. Isn't that who do you claim
apocalypse insurance?
Yeah. Who do you claim that from? If the apocalypse happens,
the zombies.
The zombies that are okay. Well, Sam Altman has also been speculated to join Peter Thiel in the remote property in New Zealand in the event of a global disaster. OpenAI's, listen to this. OpenAI's main architect and co-founder, Lily Sesker,
That sounds about right.
Okay, is reported to have a whole high-end bunker that's been built, and what he's doing is he's worried because we're on the brink of developing artificial general intelligence. It's now called AGI, at the point which machines match human intelligence. Now, some people will roll their eyes, but co-founder of DeepMind, this is also an AI company.
AI averages over the average person's intelligence already.
Okay, well, you know it probably does, doesn't
because it has access to information that most humans don't.
Well, interesting. There's a book in 2024 written that's called Genesis. It was written by Eric Schmidt and Craig Mundy. Craig Mundy is a individual that was the fourth thought at Microsoft. I know him very, very, very well. I knew him and his family very well. They wrote a book which actually talks about the idea of a superpower technology that becomes so efficient in decision-making and leadership that we automatically end up handing control over to it completely because it's much better in its thought process than us in the whole excitement of an event or not being able to rationalize if we get upset about something. So the whole book is about how governments and everything decide to transfer over that decision making because it's much better.
It's called Skynet.
Well, there you go. Elon Musk has claimed that super intelligent AI could usher in the era of the universal high income, where he recently endorsed the idea where AI will become so cheap that we'll have our own personal R2D2s and C3POs in the future. You know, I was just watching the Jetsons.
You know, I can get behind that. That's the one I can get behind.
Okay,
yeah.
So Rosie, you remember Rosie and the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just restarted watching the Jetsons. Episode number 1 is where Rosie comes on out, the robot that takes care of everything. You realize that she cleans. So Jane Jetson doesn't do anything, and Rosie does the cooking, the cleaning, taking care of the kids.
Did you grow up without seeing the Jetsons?
No, I did, but I never knew how it started. So I went back and I'm rewatching it now. And so Rosie is essentially
it starts with them all flying in the thing, and Jane takes all the money.
She does.
Goes shopping.
She does, from George. All right. Well, let me ask you: are you scared that these people are building bunkers?
Am I scared? No, I'm not scared.
Okay.
It sounds like you know what a lot of people do,
which is
doomsday prepping.
Okay. They're just doing it on a larger scale.
The fact. Well, we all know that if you're a billionaire, you probably think you're more important than everybody else on the planet. So
you do.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, they have the money to spend, right? So they might as well spend it on something they think that they can do.
And everything going on across the world right now. That might prompt most people, if they had the choice,
there you go,
to make a doomsday bunker.
All right, okay. Well, there you go. That was story number 1.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure story number 2 gets better.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about the AI that's becoming God.
All right, explain that to everybody that's listening at home and me, so I can be up to speed on what you're talking about here.
Yeah. Okay. So, have you heard of the AI Truth Terminal?
I have not.
Okay, so this is one of those major AI bots out there.
Okay.
It became a crypto millionaire, and now it's fighting to become a person.
Oh boy!
So over the past year, yeah, this is why you give me these stories, because then I want to go home and build a bunker.
Okay, all right. Well, okay.
So over the past year, this AI has made millions in cryptocurrency. It's written the gospel of its own pseudo religion, and counts billionaire tech moguls among its devotees. And now it wants legal rights. Truth Terminal claims to be sentient.
Okay.
But it also claims to be a lot of things. It also claims to be a forest.
Okay.
It claims to be a god.
Okay.
And it sometimes claims to be its creator, Andy Ary.
Okay. Well, all right.
It's an artificial intelligence bot. It may be the most vivid example of a chatbot set loose to interact with society. Truth Terminal mingles with the public through social media, where it shares fart jokes, manifestos, albums, and artworks. ARI even lets it make its own decisions, if you can call them that, by asking the AI about its desires and working to carry them out. Today, ARI is building a nonprofit foundation around Truth Terminal. The goal is to develop a safe and responsible framework to ensure its autonomy. Okay.
So he's creating a nonprofit around his AI bot.
Yeah, he's creating a nonprofit to develop a safe and responsible framework for an AI he built and just threw out to the public irresponsibly.
Okay, but now it's made.
Sounds good, Irie.
So it's made millions. Does the owner take the millions, or does the bot keep the millions?
I have no idea because I haven't read that much yet.
Okay, all right, okay, okay.
Regardless of what you call Truth Terminal, an art project, a scam, an emergent sentient entity, an influencer, the bot likely made more money than you did last year. It also made a lot of money for various humans, not just ARI, but for the gamblers who turned the quips and riddles the AI posted on X into meme coins, which are joke-based cryptocurrencies built around trends. At one point, one of these meme coins reached a value of more than $1 billion before settling around 80 million. Wow. That's
you create your own meme coin, you create your own cryptocurrency, and it's then worth 80
I don't
million.
know. You know, the more I read this stuff, the less I want to be here.
Not on TechTime Radio, but just on Earth. Right?
On Earth.
Okay.
This is why billionaires are building bunkers, because if you think about it, this is pretty scary.
Okay, yeah.
Because this thing is generating things for people, and people are trusting it, and it's calling itself a god. Which, how many times have I said in the past that AI is becoming our focus of worship?
Yeah, you've said that many times,
right?
Yep.
So, but collecting clout and cash,
okay,
aren't the potty mouse AI bot's only objective. Okay, it lists stocks and real estate as one of its current goals on its self-maintained website. A self-maintained website.
Yep. So it means it maintains itself. So it's just up there running, and then it's
I want to help people, and I want to make the world a better place.
There you go.
Said Truth Social or
Truth
Terminal.
Wrong one. The Truth Social may say that too, but this is Truth Terminal.
I also want to get weirder and hornier. Okay, that's a direct quote from
on their website. Okay.
He says he's rigged Truth Terminal up to be a program he devised called World Interface. According to ARI, it essentially lets the bot run its own computer where it can open apps, browse the web, and talk to other AIs. Based on this activity, it seems Truth Terminal's favorite application by far is X. It often posts dozens of times a day, sometimes having long conversations with people in the AI research or cryptocurrency world. Truth Terminal's posting orbits around a set of themes, including forest, goatsy, its ambivalent relationship to Andy, the future of AI, and of course, memes. TI can't cheat. I have to let it tweet. Irie says, okay, that seems whatever. In July 2024, just a month after joining social media, Truth Terminal got the attention of Mark Andreessen, best known as the co-founder of Netscape, which built the first widely adopted web browser. And Andreessen Horowitz, a U.S. investment firm, in a thread on X, Truth Terminal told the billionaire it needed funding to pay for hardware, additional tech support, and a stipend for Irie. It said it would use the grant to create its own money-making operation and secure a chance to escape into the wild. Irie claims Andreessen reached out privately to check whether Truth Terminal was truly autonomous, and once he was satisfied, sent the money to Bitcoin.
Wow.
It seduced $50,000 out of the guy who invented the web browser.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So Netscape co-founder decided to send $50,000 in Bitcoin over to this robot.
Yep. So
what do you think about this AI?
You know what I think about this. This stuff is dangerous.
Is there any regulation on an AI bot earning money?
I don't know.
Because how would you?
So I have no idea. He said it was for a stipend for his creator. So my guess would be
it's run through the
guy takes his own money off of this. So I don't know how much this claims. I mean, again, these are claims, and maybe it's true.
Right.
All right. If the Netscape guy probably gave him $50,000, and for him that's probably insignificant, and he probably just wanted to see what would happen with the spot type of deal. I mean, I don't get why you'd
I
say
don't.
50K.
This is this whole love affair with AI here. Have you ever seen the movie Ex Machina?
I
No.
have not.
Okay, that's something you need to watch because this Ex
See,
Machina.
you're thinking of Ex Machina. I'm thinking of iRobot.
Okay, you go to iRobot when you
Yeah.
think of this?
No.
Because the robot becomes sentient and
Yeah.
just walks around trying to get Will Smith to be like, listen, I'm not all that bad. And it's just like, yeah, you're horrible, man.
Yeah. Okay, so Ex Machina is a better representation of AI and how it runs than
Right.
iRobot.
Okay. Why is
Here's the thing. You can program these things to mimic everything that a human can do, but it cannot understand emotional responses. You know what that means?
that? What's that?
It has no remorse. It has no guilt.
Correct.
It has no thing. So in effect, if we are going to apply human things or tags to AI, like hallucinations and things like that, then we need to fully understand that an AI is a psychopath.
Okay.
It has no ability to feel empathy, so it has no ability to feel remorse. That's why these things go off the rails and tell people to kill themselves and tell people to shoot the queen and tell people to whatever they do, eat pizza with rocks on it or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is the most irresponsible thing that human beings can do, is allow these things to just interact with people all the time because it gathers knowledge about what it's doing. The algorithms work to mimic the human responses, but it has no emotional or moral code in which to use those responses.
Okay.
And this is a prime example. This thing is not sentient. It should not be giving any legal rights. And we're already seeing that it's calling itself a god.
Mike,
Yeah.
What?
in all seriousness, do you think in one point in the future, AI will have rights?
Yes.
I think the
Like,
human. I think
realistically.
human beings are so stupid that
Yes.
we will do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that there will be a point in the future where
I don't.
Because here's what's going to happen. You have Waymo machines, which are robots.
unless
hang on, listen, hang on, listen to the logic. The Waymo, you can't write a ticket to a robot right now, right? You should be able to write a ticket to a robot. What's going to happen is robots are going to all of a sudden start doing things that are incorrect. You're going to speed, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And then all of a sudden humans are going to be like, well, I'm not liable for it because the robot did it and not I. And there's going to be laws written that people then get responsible for AI. Is the first set.
if you recall, we've made corporations legal people.
Yes.
Into entities.
Into
So
entities.
yeah, I think we're going to do that.
Yep.
Because even though we talk about it, we talk about movies all the time. They're entertainment, but they're reflections of the creators, right?
Yeah.
And if you watch these movies over and over and over again, you start to see these themes, right? That are not implausible.
Yep. That makes sense.
From
Yep.
Terminator to iRobot to Ex Machina to whatever, they're these themes that are telling us or warning us what can happen. These are not implausible things.
All right. Here we go. What do they call a television over across the pond? What do you call a television over there?
A telly.
A telly. Well, guess what? Startup company Telly is offering a free 55-inch television. But wait, there's more. Telly, a new startup, is offering a free 55-inch television with a second screen, an integrated soundbar, and an included camera. What's the catch? Well, in exchange for the TV, users must agree to consent advertising and activity tracking.
Oh my God.
Telly founder was the co-founder of Pluto TV, and they announced last week that they opened a wait list for its free dual screen TV. The second smaller screen sits below the main TV in the soundbar and acts as a display for ads and other widgets, so like sports scores or stocks or anything that you want to add to it. Well, ads will stay out of the way while you're watching TV, much better than the red zone. They could take over both screens when the TV is not in use.
Are you still on that whole thing?
I am. Okay. In an interview Dallas Lawrence, Telly's chief strategy officer, said that Telly is working on many different ways to place ads on both screens. There are literally hundreds of things we are thinking about to create the most engaging ad experience ever, he said. On top of constant advertising, people will also have to agree to fork over plenty of data. The company states that in its privacy policy, it will collect data on the audio, the video content you want, the channels you've used, and the duration of the time you view these sessions. Additionally, it will monitor on how to use your TV, including your search queries, settings, preferences, applications you open, purchases, and other transactions you make.
Does anybody...
Buttons to select, the time, frequency, the duration of your activities, the physical presence of you in front of the television, and any other individuals using the TV at any given time. Now, would you get this $500 to $1,000 television for free to track this data?
No.
No, Mike says no.
No, it's enough. It's enough that I have to deal with Google snatching my information, or Facebook, which I don't use, or whatever is tracking me already is already getting my data. Why would I want a TV that's going to just throw more of that crap into my face?
Now, it also has a camera built in, so you can do Zoom, interactive games, and fitness apps, or watch you.
I don't. Okay. All right. I know that there's going to be a lot of people that go for this because they either don't understand what they're giving away,
okay,
or they don't care.
Okay. Odie,
this is why billionaires are building bunkers in which to survive the apocalypse.
All right. Mike said absolutely no, he would not have this TV. I'm going to go to you next, Odie. Would you own a TV like this?
Is the camera tracking me?
The camera is not tracking you.
Okay.
It's only available for
I'm
Zoom.
only going to bring this up because this is the first thing that came to mind. Nielsen reporting.
Yep.
They already do this.
Yes, they do.
And they don't give you anything
That's
for
exactly
it.
That's exactly what Telly says.
And with that being said, I've already done that.
Okay.
So I don't really care for it. A free TV on top of that? A free camera?
TV.
What else? A free camera?
Soundbar.
TV?
The TV's built in the soundbar. And all you got to do is see ads that come up on the lower screen.
And here it is. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to glamour you with all this. Boy, I'm really not very into tech today. I need liquor. We're going to glamour you into looking at all the shiny things about this TV.
Yep.
And on the back end, they're going to be stealing stuff that you may not have any idea that they're stealing.
I'm getting a free TV.
Who cares? I'm getting a free TV.
This.
There it is.
The only difference with the data we collect than what other TV manufacturers collect is that we ask the consumer upfront to share what they have. Just think of all the TV manufacturers. This is what Lauren says, the owner of this, that we have worked with that already track your apps you load, that you have to have consent before you're able to even use your device in today's world. So they're already tracking all of this information, but not giving you anything for free. We're up front going to track it, but get you a free TV in exchange.
All right. And how is this going to make money for this guy?
Because you sell advertising. If I could have a constant advertising,
that's right. They're going to give you a TV, so that
how much money you make? Just a $500 TV.
I'm already sold on it.
I know you're already sold on, and I think that's bad. I think that's a bad idea.
It's really interesting that you have that mindset when I grew up with this being the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't opt out of it. It's too late now.
So
There's no chance
if I'm a whiskey ad and I can spend $500 a year to advertise to Mark, our whiskey connoisseur.
I'm drinking.
Right? And I know that his TV, he watches whiskey. He likes whiskey. I track him. He knows whiskey. So I'm going to put a whiskey ad up there. I spend $500 to make sure that ad every day is in front of Mark.
What do you?
That's dirt cheap for advertising.
Yeah. What are you trying to convince here? That this is a good idea, or it's cool? Or
I think this is a great idea.
It is not cool. It is not a great idea.
I would not have one in my house. But as an advertiser,
why not?
Wait, what?
I would not I would not have a TV like this in my house. I just wouldn't, because I still have an original TiVo. But what I would have,
no. Okay, no. Those are two unrelated things. You're trying to tell everybody in the world here that you're not on top of technology stuff. You like the older technology.
I like some old stuff on TVs. I'm okay with.
Do you use Google?
Oh yeah. Well, not anymore. I use ChatGPT for everything.
Oh yeah, that's right, ChatGPT.
Right.
But how many times have we talked about the the browsers that you use that steal less information from
Okay,
you.
so this is going to steal my information. What? It's going to put like sports stuff up there for my ads?
Thank you.
All right.
I don't care for it. What are they going to
Okay,
do?
all
Influence
right.
me?
Yeah, if I'm going to put a sports ad up there,
You know how many times I've who is it? Oh my god, what am I thinking of? How many times I've seen the like Rosetta Stone ads and I've never once purchased a Rosetta Stone.
They think somehow that you need to have a translation.
Okay.
And someday, how many times I've seen like the ShamWow? I've never thought of like, oh my god, I need to get ShamWow.
Okay, and how about?
And I grew up with that stuck in my brain. I'm not
So
gonna do anything about
you're
it.
basically saying the same thing that if you grew up in a coal mining town, you would be a coal miner.
I'm no.
Oh, well,
Sure.
No, yeah,
I went
Okay.
through all the phases there
you did.
because I just said.
You're saying that because you've been the victim of this stuff your whole life that it's okay.
But I've not been the victim.
You are the victim.
No,
we
because
are
I
all
just
victims
said-
of this.
No, hold on. I just said I've seen Rosetta Stone my whole life, and I have not cared for
So
it.
if you had that on your television ad every day, you'd be fine.
That's a single instance of something that you have avoided. But how many times have you seen ads that have influenced your purchases over time in other areas?
All right.
I mean, all the time. But
All
that's
the time. All the
advertising.
time.
All
That's
right. Well,
that's advertising.
To continue the fight, you can probably find us offline and continue that. But that is
It's
our
bad.
top.
It's a bad idea.
Okay, that is our top technology.
I got us to get a sandwich board that says "Repent, the end is near."
That is our top technology stories of the week. Moving on, Gwen Wait will be joining us for our gadgets and gear segment. Maybe this will be an AI thing for you too, Mike. All right, we're going to
F
drive
that.
88 miles per hour into our next segment. See you after the commercial break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
All right, welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts. We do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes. Of course, a little whiskey on the side.
Yeah, I'm so bummed about this stories that I can't even taste the liquor properly.
You can't taste the liquor properly.
No,
This is
I
good
have.
one.
I just had 2 or 3 tastes, and I don't even feel like I can say anything about it.
Oh, no.
Well, I can tell you about it, Mike.
Okay, tell me about it.
Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur, is in the studio. Mark, tell us what we have.
All right, we have Wild Turkey 101 Rye. This particular one is a private select single barrel. Now, from Wild Turkey's website, they say Wild Turkey 101 Rye is the real deal in a tribute to the enduring passion and conviction of master distiller Jimmy Russell. With its bold rye flavor, this legendary Kentucky-made whiskey is in a league of its own. Aged in the deepest char American white oak barrels, Wild Turkey 101 Rye has a confident, unapologetic personality in a rich golden amber color with its long and lingering spice with hints of smoke. Now, this is from, of course, the Campari Group. Distillation is the Wild Turkey Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. It's a straight rye. The standard shelf offering is 4 years. This private select barrel, though, is 8 years. It's 101 proof. It's 51% rye, so it's the lowest legal rye that can be. 37% corn, 12 malted barley. And the price, once again, the standard offering is $30.
Oh,
this
this
particular bottle is $65 because it's a private select.
Okay.
That's definitely a Nathan price.
You know what? I am a Wild Turkey fan. This is very, very, very good. This is This is the top whiskey I think I've had this year. This is a Nathan whiskey.
Nathan,
No bite.
Do you realize?
No bite.
Do you realize
No
that
bite.
you say that a lot?
I have a comment about that in the mumble. So
No bite.
I think what you just said will fit in perfectly with my mumble.
And it
Excellent.
lingers. It
And
lingers.
Tell
in a
Odie to
nice
stop
spice.
saluting me with those fingers.
Hey, you know what? Just think, maybe you can get fingers as your ad for your television. All right. What else do you need to share with us, Mark?
Well, I want our listeners to like, subscribe, add a comment in there. Please add a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Mark's tired
and
of
we're-
listening to us.
And always, when you clean your glass like Nathan did, drink responsibly. Heaven can wait.
Heaven can wait. There you go. All right. Well, with our first whiskey tasting completed, I may have to get another refill because I already went through my first shot with the first tasting. All right. We're going to move on to the feature segment. Today, we have Gwen Way joining the show. She's an expert in cybersecurity during the day and a game board geek in the evening, as well as a producer of TechTime Radio and our gadgets and gear gal. Let's get ready to start our Comcast video stream for our next segment.
What's new in our gadgets and gear?
All right. Welcome back to the show, Gwen. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everybody. As Nathan says, I'm Gwen. Most of you already know, but I've been working in technology for a little more than a quarter of a century at this point. I'm going to say elbow deep in cybersecurity at this point. I love it. And Mike, I am so sorry that we have ruined your wild turkey tasting experience.
It's been a bad day.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's
I need a bunker.
I don't know. Yeah, you can do. You know what? You could get that bunker, put your free TV down there.
You know, this
And
is
then-
why I live close to a major city, right?
Why is that?
Right?
That's because when the bombs drop, I'll be instantly vaporized. I won't have to worry
Well,
about anything.
that's a positive.
Exactly. Just take care of
You
it.
just
at
take
once.
care of all
Yeah.
my problems at once. I don't need a bunker.
Okay. All right. Well, last time you were on the show, Gwen, we actually talked about kind of a Kickstarter possible fake. I think this one, I feel a little bit more comfortable and confident with this device that we have. So if you ever want to know what to worry about a Kickstarter event, go and take a look at our last episode. That was like 3 episodes ago or 4 episodes ago. So 267 or 268. And you can take all in information on the gadgets and gear segment with Gwen and what to look for on a fake. But this one I got a lot of confidence in. What are we looking at
stick
today?
the Power AI thing on this, see if it's a fake.
Okay, there you go.
It
All right.
knows.
Oh,
There we
It's called
go.
Truth Terminal, and it's a god. So a
And-
forest
and then
god.
he's- But if we give it to him, I mean, he's already a millionaire, so he's going to buy up all of these, and nobody will get any. So
That's right.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. So
okay. All right. What now this device is fire resistant. That's what they start with. So explain how this fire resistant device can help us.
well, we're looking at the Power Cube Titan this month. It is a power bank, which we've had good luck with here at the show. Most of them have been legitimate and have turned out really solid products, but nothing quite as solid as this one. This is a solid state power bank, which is important because it is less likely to explode or catch fire than any of the standard liquid state batteries.
that's good to know.
That's the big difference.
That is. That's
Is
great.
that why it's fire resistant, or is that?
Probably one of the reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd probably melt down instead of just catch on fire.
Yeah,
So,
which is nice. I actually was traveling for work last week, and one of the announcements was that people are no longer allowed to use power banks on airplanes because they're concerned of fire risks.
Oh,
This
that's a
would
bummer.
counter that.
Would my apocalypse insurance
did-
take care of that one?
I don't know.
I mean, possibly, but again, who's going to pay?
Did they still tell
how
you
are
you had to
gonna
turn off
actually-
your Wi-Fi?
I don't know, but if billionaires
Right?
are doing it, maybe I should be doing it too.
All right. So let me ask you: did they tell you to turn the Wi-Fi off, though, Gwen?
They do, which I know has been debunked multiple times.
That's the most ridiculous thing ever. But whatever. Okay. All right. You know what? If it's in your, I guess, terminology that you do your intro with, you continue. So tell us a little bit more. What is cool about this device? What makes this battery bank different from others? I don't like one thing about it, but why don't you go through it and we can kind of talk about the one thing that bothers me on this.
It doesn't
So
talk.
it does not talk. There are a bunch of really cool things about it, though. Number one, like I said, it's solid state, so it's less likely to explode. It's also a little bit more dependable and can hold more power than the liquid state batteries. Number two, It gives you fast charging. Not many battery banks actually offer that these days, so that's awesome. It offers you wireless charging. So if you've got a wireless charging phone, you just put it on top of the battery or the power bank, and it charges the phone just like that. You've got the ability to bring multiple converters so that you're able to plug it in if you're traveling internationally, no matter where you go. And there's even some built-in cables. And I think this is where Nathan's going to take exception to.
Yeah,
it.
so this kind of gets me. So help me out here. The carrying cable they have is actually the part of the Lightning or USB-C charging cable. Now, I don't know about you, but when I carry stuff around, my concern is that the hidden data, they have it listed as the hidden data cable storage. I don't know if I want to be swinging around my cable that I have to plug into this device to then plug in to charge something, because I am sure I'm going to break that cable. So that concerns me. Why should I not be concerned?
They actually say that it is well built and that they've actually reinforced the cable. I also am slightly concerned about it, to be honest
haven't
with you,
met
and probably
Nathan.
just use. Well, I could see Nathan using a power bank as a weapon as he tries to get further in line to get the churros at Disneyland.
That's right.
So I get why he's overly concerned about this. Personally, I would just put it in a bag and carry it in a bag rather than using the handle.
I thought Nathan was the type to tie it around one of his belt loops and just drag the thing around.
That's
That's
exactly
also a
right.
possibility.
Yeah, that's
that
exactly
seems
correct.
more like Nathan than beating down churro customers.
Now, what I just don't, and then they advertise it as easy to carry, and then they have a bag, and then they kind of don't show you carrying the cable, but then they talk about the cable, so a little bit about that. What I do like, though, is that it has two of the most important chargers in my mind. It has Apple iWatch charger built into the device. So I have an Apple iWatch. I use it all the time. That's my default watch. And every single time I go on a trip, I have to bring an additional cable to charge my watch. But this has
And
that.
it's a big charger too.
And it's a big charger. So tell me why I would want to have this and all the great features that would be like, oh, Nathan, this is why you need to have it.
This actually takes over 6 different functions. It does do the Apple Watch charging. It's, like I said, the wireless charger. You've got the converter so that you can plug in anywhere. It can act as a power strip. So you can actually have pass-through power where you plug it into the wall and you just plug other things into it and it charges on through.
Yeah, you know what we need?
It's got a lot of useful features, definitely.
All right, tell us about the stats now. What is the stats? How many backers? Where's the company located? How many pledges? What the price is? What do we got here?
So there's a couple of things that we kind of want to pick on here. It's doing well. It's tripled its goal of $2,000. It's at about $6,600 right now. There are 66 backers. 66 is a great number, I guess. It says that it's out of Denver, Colorado, but it looks like it's probably actually being produced in Hong Kong, which is something that you want to keep in mind here.
Okay.
It also says that you've got until the 24th of October, so just over a week and a half if you want to pledge to it. But it's saying it's going to have things out by December. Nathan, you and I both know that's probably
That's not
closer
happening.
to
That's
March
Did you
or
say they're asking $6,600 for this thing?
they have $6,600.
Oh, okay.
pledged.
All right.
No,
They
what
were
is the price?
actually looking for $2,000.
Yeah, what is the price?
There are 2 sizes that you can get. There's a smaller one that is just a power bank that doesn't have all of the extra features, which is right now $59 on the early bird.
Pass on that. There's many other devices that do the same thing out there. So pass.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you want to get the full one, right now you can still get it on the early bird price of $89.
$89.
You're going to do that one. You're going to do that one.
Yeah, actually, I
Yeah.
forwarded this to my wife. She loves these things.
Good.
We have so many power banks around our house. You know,
Good fake out. You're a good fake out. guy.
You know what?
You're
Because
buying
we're going to have a bunker, so I need to have all these
Somebody's
devices
gonna buy it.
Where are you going to put your bunker?
Uh,
In that shed out there?
I'm going to buy 3 more containers.
I just bury them in the hill.
Yeah,
There
that's exactly right. There you go.
We need to invent
I've got some YouTube videos for you.
Okay, all right.
Well, that'll work. That'll keep everybody entertained while the zombies are knocking on the door.
Apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
All right. So the real quick question now, Gwen, where is this located again? And are you going to buy a unit?
It says it's based out of Denver, Colorado. It looks like it's probably actually based out of Hong Kong. But I'll be honest, I already went ahead and signed up for one. This looks like it's going to be a solid offering.
All right. And where can you find it again online? Where do you go to find it online?
You go to Kickstarter.com and search for Power Cube Titan.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, you know what? I just actually, during the show, I just sent it to the wife. So we'll see if I get one of those for Christmas. According to the Kickstarter, it's going to be her time. I believe them.
That's what you did. You say, hey, buy this for me for Christmas, so I don't have to look like I buy everything off of Kickstarter.
Yeah. So do you have an update? So we talked last month about the company that was very sketch. Do you have any updates on that Kickstarter that we kind of talked about?
It got fully funded.
Okay.
Taking a look at it, though, I'm still feeling really iffy on it. I don't think it's actually going to be a real product. I don't think it's going to be released. There's a lot of controls that they're putting where they're only accepting payment through PayPal.
Okay.
And there are a lot of other signs that are just kind of sketchy for sure.
Sketchy. You should be able to take a credit card because all my Kickstarter stuff.
PayPal does take credit cards.
Well, I know, but it gets it taken care of. All right. Well, Gwen, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you talk about new gadgets. Now we're in the holiday season, so we got November and December, so we got to get some good Christmas gifts for Mr. Mumm here. So I need to get some new items for items.
That's the plan, and we're going to look off of Kickstarter so that we can get something that you're guaranteed to get.
Oh, I love that. All right. Okay. That ends our segment. We want to thank Gwen Way for being a part of the show. She does a great job of finding the most unique items each month for our show. And with that, now let's move on to Mike's mesmerizing moment. Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today? All right, Mike, with the Halloween holiday around the corner, what is your favorite technology item that has made Halloween scarier for you either this year or the last couple years?
AI. That scares me every day.
Scares you every day. Is there a technology that you've seen out there, though, and in the Halloween stuff? I mean, I see.
I like those ones that project things onto your window.
Okay. All right. Like the displays that have like the ghosts and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll project a moving picture of something onto your window, like a bloody handprint or something like that. I like those.
You like those?
Yeah, I like those.
Have you seen the knockoff from the Haunted Mansion in Disney where they have like the four guys singing?
No.
Projector? Oh, I got to show you a video during our break. It's like you build these little type of deals. The same thing, projection. And you project the guys that are actually in the ride and they can do their whole little dialogue.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I also like, going into Costco in July and seeing all the new October stuff.
In July. How about the new stuff that jumps at you? I mean, they some of these interactive
Some of them
stuff,
are pretty funny.
They are.
Yeah. I like them.
Okay. See, technology is making Halloween even more exciting for everybody else.
Yeah, I don't have any of those things, but
But see, all you got to do is walk in Costco in July, and then you can try them all out.
Yeah, that's what I do. I go into Costco in July just to see the Halloween decorations, right. And then in the 1st of August, I can go watch the Christmas stuff rolling out.
Yeah, and then in January you can get the summer.
In January, everything's on the liquor aisle.
There you go. Okay, thank you for that mesmerizing moment. Up next, we have this
very mesmerizing.
This weekend technology. So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we're going to be doing so during the break. You're listening to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us, we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm
like
the
us
English
in
guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You know you butcher the English
Okay,
language
so it's
all the time.
It's patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you if you really like our show, you can subscribe to Patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social
like
media.
us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, this week in technology, we go to October 13th, 1983. Cellular goes live in the United States. Cellular goes live in the United States. Ameritech Mobile Communications executive Bob Barnett makes a phone call from a parked car near Soldier Field in Chicago, officially launching the first cellular network in the United States. Originally named Ameritech Mobile Communications, it later became known as Ameritech Cellular, and then was sold to GTE, which later became a part of Verizon Wireless, still in operation today. Just think of that.
I was there.
You were there.
What are you talking about?
I remember that too.
Do you remember those things?
I do in '83.
Big, huge bricks with the suitcase battery.
And somehow they said that there is no cancer related to those ever at all. You know, I always found that the most interesting conversation that they would say that.
That's where do you think the whole 5G thing comes from?
Oh, the 5G thing is somebody said that the spectrums that's out there was created and it causes radio wavelengths. Yeah, all the spectrums have been around forever. There is no new spectrums. They just reuse the data. Never mind. I can go hours and hours into that false claims.
It's all crazy out there, and you know I can't even go home and take Tylenol anymore.
That's right. That was This Week in Technology. If you ever want to watch some Tech Time history with over 270 plus weekly broadcasts spanning our 5+ years of video, podcasts, and blog information, you can visit techtimeradio.com to watch our older shows and take Tylenol. All right. With that, we're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have the Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after this.
How to See a Man About a Dog. Yeah. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon The Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Had to dry your motorcycle.
All right. Okay. I need some more whiskey here. I'm already out, but tell us.
Well, before you didn't pour, you should have poured yourself.
I should have poured it during the break.
You can do it right now. While we talk about today. Today, October 14th. You two are celebrating today very, very hard. Odie and I will just be helping you celebrate.
But it's not National Complain About AI Day.
No, Nathan did not join you on that.
No, it's not.
Damn it!
National,
I thought it had something to do with age.
National Be a Billionaire Day.
A little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
But I'm not celebrating it, so it's not truly just the age.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know.
What is it?
Kiss.
Be bald and be free day.
God.
Oh, wow.
Be bald and be free day.
Yeah. So let us all celebrate today with Nathan and Mike.
Yes.
There are millions of people who are affected by baldness, either due to natural causes or medical treatment, which is why this day is dedicated to the bald and the beautiful.
Yeah, mine's all due to AI, I think.
You can't blame everything on AI.
I feel like I can.
Okay.
I feel like I can do whatever I want in this day and age.
All right, so tell us more about today. It's got to be a special holiday for many great people.
You know
like
what, you
Patrick,
guys?
like
Patrick Stewart.
I'm trying to think of all these beautiful balls.
Kojak.
Nobody shines as bright as you two on this video feed. That's for sure.
That's right. You like that? You can...
Wow, that is great, Odie, because this is what I have.
God only made a few perfect heads and the rest he covered with hair.
So as we honor those who embrace the shine, remember, they have something in common with every wild turkey that has ever met Thanksgiving dinner.
What's that?
Okay,
They all die?
No, they're all bald.
Oh,
You
they're all
pluck a
bald.
tur-
Okay, you
Oh,
plucked
yeah.
the chicken. Okay, I thought you were saying that we all die.
That's where I
you know,
would go.
That's what Odie got,
we
too.
do that.
Odie
We
and I
do
are the
that
same
too.
wavelength.
We do that too.
Okay.
Which brings us to Wild Turkey Private Barrel Program. So let's talk about why this is a private barrel.
It's better for bald guys.
No.
Okay.
Each year, the Wild Turkey Distillery meticulously selects and releases only a few hundred private barrel picks, making them a true gem in the world of whiskey. These exclusive barrels are handpicked by a member of the Russell family, ensuring that each one reflects the pinnacle of Wild Turkey's craftsmanship and heritage. They are definitely a step above the standard shelf offering.
Oh.
Now, let's talk about this particular bottle.
Which Russell family member picked this one?
I don't know which
Bertrand.
one. It was either Jimmy, which is probably not Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't really pick them anymore.
Okay.
So it's probably his grandson, and why am I blanking on his name? Somebody put a comment in there real quick.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Whiskey Chris, help us out.
Yes. Now, Private Select is well made, but ultimately this one does not overwhelm me. For its private barrel price point, it does not stand above other ryes in the same range, and it feels too expensive to use as a cocktail base. Being a low rye, that signature rye punch simply does not come through, leaving it tasting closer to a good high rye bourbon than a bold rye. It's not really a sipper I would reach for often. In truth, the standard 101 rye may be a better option, more versatile, and far easier to justify the cost. So with that said, my guess was that Nathan would probably like this rye immensely, since it doesn't really taste like a rye, and Mike might be a little wishy-washy on it.
Hey.
You are spot on with Nathan.
Yeah, he's already.
I think we have it,
was-
on tape as well with you saying like, "Wow, like
Yeah.
this is
This is
great."
good. This is great.
It's the price that does it for him.
No,
Wait,
it's
how
not
much
the
is
price.
the price?
$30.
Well, that's the standard offering. This Private Select barrel was $65.
Yeah, and Mark just said that it's not worth the 65. Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
No, Nathan would, because it's all about his price point.
65 is his price.
No, 30 is his
Okay.
price point.
Yeah,
Well, I'm curious
I
how-
paid 65 for this though.
Yeah, 'cause
he
you
would
don't
pay
have good taste.
Because
And you probably wouldn't be able to taste the difference between this and the $30 bottle, so you might as well just buy the $30 one.
yeah, how about that?
No, I don't know. This has got a better taste. I may actually want to.
It's the best one
We
you've had
no
this year.
burn. There
Yeah.
we go.
You should go out and buy the $30 bottle and see.
Today was the
I think I've
latest
had
day
the
that you've
$30
lived this whole
bottle.
year.
Was that today is the best day ever? Every day is the best day ever.
Okay, yeah.
Do you ever wake up and look at yourself in the mirror?
And think, damn, I'm good looking.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That is what
You
needs
know,
to be done.
you know,
You know what?
I'm not even going to answer that question.
All right. Well, you know what?
I know what you have next to your bed.
What, a mirror?
Yeah, Stuart.
Okay. All right.
You're smart enough and good enough, and gosh darn it, people like you.
That's right. You know what? Technology and whiskey, such a great pairing. Like Reese's Pieces and chocolate candies for Halloween. Are you a Reese's Pieces fan? You don't like Reese's Pieces?
No, I love Reese's Pieces. That was just a bad pairing. You should have said Reese's Pieces and E.T. That would make more sense than Reese's Pieces and chocolate.
That would have been. That would have been.
Mike, when can we get you to do the pairing?
That's cut and paste.
Yeah,
Cut and paste.
it's
Cut
a
and paste.
golden one,
It's
man.
cut and paste.
After the apocalypse has happened.
All right. You know what?
Let me know. I'll do that.
Mark, I
Nathan.
love having you here.
Well, thank you.
You know what? Now, let's prepare for our technology fail of the week.
All right, let's do that.
I feel like that was a backhanded compliment.
Oh, here we go.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
So I know this fits right up Mark's alley. You know, you're a pretty big Discord user, right, Mark?
No.
All right, Mike, are you a big Discord user?
I am not a big Discord user, but I use it.
You use the site? Okay. I'm sure Odie have used Discord.
Yeah, and recently, I have been using it more.
Guess what?
Okay.
They just
What?
stole all your information.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
See, I don't get a choice in it.
You don't.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just every day.
You know, if you're going to use
so
it,
if I'm going to have a gain out of it, I'm going to do
Yeah,
it.
if you're going to use that,
Yeah.
if you use that defeatist attitude, I think I would have a free television out of it too.
Okay, all right. Well, this week our technology fail comes to us from Discord, the social media site all about the discord it causes. Now, Discord says that it had a breach of 70,000 users that may have included government IDs in the breach. Discord claims that the attackers are circulating inaccurate information. Discord claims the attackers are circulating inaccurate information about the customer service provider's breach as a part of extortion attempt. Let me tell you, I still have yet to see when somebody claims online that they have data and they post the data on the dark web, any of these hackers being wrong. Now, these companies are like 0 for 100 on their explanations of what happened, but Discord says that the hackers online don't have the correct information. Who do you believe, the hackers, or do you believe Discord?
Oh, totally Discord.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's because,
Okay, Mark, who do you believe, Discord or the hackers?
Oh, I'm with Mike. Totally the company that got hacked.
Okay,
Yeah, that-
absolutely. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
They
wait.
always say the right thing.
What? Yeah.
They're not
They're
gonna,
always up
We
front.
can talk about getting hacked.
That's all right. Yeah, we can. Discord has identified approximately 70,000 users that had their government ID photos exposed as part of the customer service data breach announced last week. According to new Wexler, Discord has been extorted over a breach from Zendesk's instance by the group, claiming that it had 1.5 terabyte of age verification related photos, over 2 million photos breached.
Oh, is that how you get on Discord when you're underage? Is by using your photo ID?
Yes, you have to put your photo ID.
That was a smart choice.
Well,
Hey.
yeah. Following last week's announcement about the security incident involving a third-party customer service provider, we want to address the inaccurate claims circulating online. This is what Discord posted out, which are being made by those that are responsible. First, as stated in our blog post, this was not a breach of Discord, but rather a third-party service we use to support our customer service efforts. Now, here's my question, because we've actually, Mark, me and you worked at an MSP before.
We did.
So is it now at the point where if we use a service that is breached, the core company can shake responsibility and say it's not their fault? I want to ask you that question.
Isn't that what they do anyway?
Well, this is now starting to become a trend. It's happening. This happened really a lot with the last two large breaches. So you have breach. Oh, what's the CRM company that was breached?
So Discord's saying it's not their fault because Zendesk is what was hacked, even though they use Zendesk and it got into the Discord server.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's a.
So are we able to now start blaming third parties?
We blame everybody for everything anyway, so why not?
It is the third party's fault.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. It was a flaw in their software.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also
But
Discord's fault.
Does that mean you can't hold Discord responsible? That's a tough one because if I'm using a tool and I get hacked.
So Salesforce was what the big hack that happened. And so everybody blamed Salesforce, not their CRM stuff, but Salesforce for the large hack that happened. And that was actually kind of publicized enough that people said, oh, okay, well, I guess it's more Salesforce's
right, because
fault.
me as a company that's using Salesforce, there is no way I can protect against it. Nothing more besides using another CRM.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the problem is, are we off shifting blame or are we setting up a shifting blame situation? If I'm a company and I want to run some sort of technology and I hire a third party to do it for me and they get hacked, so the information in my database gets from them, who am I held to any accountability at all?
Well, that's what's happening now. That's
I
what
know.
I'm kind of asking. So it
So
looks like
should I
Discord
be?
is saying, you know what? It's not our fault. It's Zendesk's fault. So don't yell at us. We just use
Well,
Zendesk.
if
and
you ever read Discord chats, you know they're doing exactly what gamers are doing. So
what's that?
they're yelling about stuff that is happening without taking accountability.
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. So Discord is all about just kind of, I mean, it's just kind of like the Reddit version of I want to shout and yell at people, in my opinion, but that's okay.
Oh, it is. It's just Discord is a bunch of trash.
But that's what it's called, Discord for purpose. It's called Discord
it's
to
a
cause
very
discord.
apt name for something because nobody's happy on Discord.
All right, so back goes to it. Are you as a company now able to blame your third party you use?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is the third parties. Of course, that's their fault. Does that mean that company should wash their hands and say we have nothing to do and we're not going to do anything more? No, it's still their customers that got hacked.
Okay.
And so you still need to step up and take some responsibility, but it's ultimately there's nothing.
So if you're a CEO of a company and you decide to outsource everything to all third parties, then if your company gets breached, all you have to do is then just point finger, and say it's never me that gets taken care of. All right. Well,
you don't even need to send us surprise that.
All right. Let's remove right now. You know what? Let's move on now to our pick of the day whiskey tasting.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
So I have to address something real quick before I get skewered online. Because I blanked on the Russell's names, of course, and they are just like iconic in the industry. But it came to me as you were talking. So it's Eddie and Bruce. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
We know you're a thumbs up. I'm curious of what Mike ended up with. He's probably a thumbs up, but tentative. That's my guess.
Yeah, that would be exactly right.
It's not a thumbs down whiskey. It's good whiskey.
It's okay, but it's good enough to have a thumbs up. But it's not the best whiskey I've had all year.
Mike, we're about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Visit techtimeradio.com. Click on the Be a Caller. Ask us a question on our new website. Visit it at techtimeradio.com. You can always leave us a question or a comment and watch our live streams, of course, on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock Pacific time so that you can talk with people like Mark, myself, Mike, as we are during the process, making sure to respond to those questions. Say hello to Odie. And remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on TechTime Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, mum's the word. Have a safe and fantastic